my mom got me riled up about it, and I was like, I'll never talk. I did that shit, which was the dumbest thing I ever could have done. I should have called him. I should have been like, yo, what the fuck's up? Because I had that relationship with him. And I never did. I never called him again.
You never spoke to him again? You need to literally finish this podcast and call your dad.
Well, I'll tell you
he's going to die in a few years, Bobby, and you're going to regret that.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
It's time for Gas Digital Now. Join producer Natalie and Blind Mike to learn what's going on behind the scenes of your favorite shows.
How do you guys make out?
TBS very fun.
Do you guys?
Can I refer them to your on the Jorge? Does it exist somewhere?
No. You have to be a Gas Digital subscriber.
Can you shut the door behind you?
In front of me.
Can you shut the door in front of you?
Can you drive a bus in front of him?
Welcome to Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital wrap-up show.
Welcome.
We're in Studio A today because High Society Radio is live, as it always is, but it's, not now.
Yeah. I've turned a corner.
On?
I've forgiven the Patriots.
Okay.
And I'm officially rooting for them.
I have not turned on the Patriots because they would, anytime that they would win the Super Bowl when I was at college, it would like ruin my commute. And they did it a lot.
Oh.
So that sucked. That's why I hate the Patriots.
I hated them because they cheated the Eagles out of a Super Bowl win in 2004. But now that the Eagles have won twice
How old
since
were you
then.
in 2004?
I was 6.
5? Yeah, 6?
5. And I've forgiven them since then.
Okay.
So, because they've won 2 Super Bowls since, Super Bowl.
I got it. The Philly came out.
So, I'm going to be rooting for them. And also because my friend Matt is a Patriots.
Interesting.
But I do all like oh my God, what's his name that used to play for the Seahawks? Jorge would know.
He's gone.
Did he leave?
I think so. He's gone. That's okay. We'll figure it out. What about this man?
Just that the Seahawks had like an elite run
I do not follow football at all.
for a while.
The first time I ever watched a Super Bowl beginning to end was last year with you and your friends. That was nice.
Yeah, did you enjoy
We
that?
were not out at that point. That was like a secret.
Only for my friends.
Yeah, your friends knew. Obviously, our friends knew. Welcome to Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital wrap-up show.
Welcome. We hope you enjoyed that Q&A.
We did a Q&A this week. We also did a real episode this week on Mike's suggestion, so that'll go out as of filming this, like this past weekend as you're watching this, and then I think that I'm probably going to put out the Q&A for YouTube today when this is airing, Wednesday, just to split it up a little, because it is a bonus. As Mike said, it's not an episode, it's a bonus.
I'm the Lewis of the Regz here. I'm like, guys, why can't we do this
More often?
every 3
week.
days a week?
Yeah, exactly. It's insane. But on this show, if you're new, we talk about all the best moments that happened on the network this week. I'm Natalie. That's Mike. We just did our 1,000 subscriber Q&A. It was very dirty.
Yeah,
mostly
it was
because
filthy.
of Paco. Paco moderated it. I think there's a couple things that I'm going to trim for YouTube that are just going to be Gas exclusives.
Damn, and there were some juicy moments.
Yeah, some of it was a little too juicy. I don't know if I'm going to put it on YouTube. We'll find out. I'll leave most of it for YouTube. But this past week, studio lore, no one came in on Monday because there was a
blizzard.
Yeah, I would say
a blizzard.
I would say the most snow at once in at least 5 years. Like, I can't remember the last time. Dom, you can weigh in if you remember, but I don't remember anything in the past. Like, it's been a while since I was like, oh, this is like snow that is impeding mobility of cars and people. Like, this is the kind of snow that's going to be here till April.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely been a few years.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time it was this deep. I was dog sitting, so I just hung out with the dogs all day and watched Arrested Development.
It's one of the it's almost like it's like a drinking night and then a bad hangover where like when you're inside cozy watching the snow outside, it's like your warm fuzzy drink
like,
at the
this
bar.
is the best. I don't ever want this to end.
And then you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh fuck, everything's
to go to work
slushy
today.
and gross.
That's very real. That is very
It's a hangover.
very apt metaphor.
You're just slipping
or
and sliding
simile.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's been tough to get. Although I've managed to get 2 good parking spots just because I have 4-wheel
Count 'em,
drive
too.
and I'm not afraid of hitting the snow with my car. I've gotten 2 good parking spots. This ties into Fart Carnival because they predict the snowstorm and they talk about childhood snow memories. So we can get into that shortly. But do you have any other? What did you do on the snow day? What was your snow day activities? Because we were apart because I was dog sitting.
That's right. I
So happy to be
played Minecraft. I watched the Truman Show,
nice.
and I worked.
Yeah,
A lot
That
of
sounds-
Minecraft.
that
With
sounds
the
like some
Sibs.
Mike shit. That sounds like things that Mike does. Work and play Minecraft.
Got my whole
Got
ass.
your whole ass. We
It's
were watching.
creative.
We were watching. I feel like I've made this reference multiple times in real life, but I don't know if I've made it on the show before. We were watching BoJack Horseman recently, the two of
Yes.
us, and season 1 where Todd is writing his space opera.
Yeah, that's right.
And BoJack gets him into that video game that ruined his life on purpose.
Yeah.
And I've said before that for me that would be Terraria. If someone got me into Terraria again, it would ruin my life.
Or The Sims.
The Sims I have a respectful relationship with, where if I play it for 2 hours in a row, I go, my eyes need a break.
Yeah, that's how I feel about GTA.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like for you, that's Minecraft, and you're dancing close to the line.
Yeah, but I've scaled back.
Yeah. He plays it on the weekends with his siblings.
This isn't even this is a recent development. It's not like this
Yeah.
is an ongoing
No, not at
practice.
all.
This might be my 3rd or 4th time doing it with my Sibs.
Yeah. I like it though. I think it's sweet.
Within the new year,
Yeah.
this is with. It never happened in 2025.
Right. It's all pretty recent. Yes.
But other studio lore, something more interesting about
Please.
some of the cast and characters here. Maddie Smith revealed her new healthy approach to weed intake.
Uh-huh.
And that is she's allowing herself to smoke I believe it was like on the weekends or whenever she's not working or something like that.
That makes sense.
I should have remembered what it was.
Before bringing it up.
Yeah.
That's okay. I like it. I like that studio
But
lore.
it was a way of it was like similar to just being like I'm not gonna go cold turkey. I'm just
I'm gonna ease off.
scale back, but still give it to myself. I think it was like 3 times a week. She said, or
Yeah.
something like that. Where it was
That's
like
not bad.
something healthy, where it was like, yeah, I'm not completely cutting myself off, but I'm just limiting how much I can do it, so I don't crave it.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
fair.
That's smart.
I forgot I was going to put you on blast. This morning Mike did a funny bit where he was
Oh,
pretending
yeah.
that he didn't hear me. No, he was pretending that he didn't see me. Where all of a sudden he was going to get into the shower. He'd be like, I hear something. That's weird. And I'd be like, oh, you can get in the shower. And he'd be like, where is that noise coming from?
It must be the neighbors.
And he was talking to the cat, being like, I guess Nat left. Weird. Oh, she left her laptop on. So I wish I could. My hands are wet. Otherwise, I'd turn it off for her. And I went, if you do this all the way to work, I'm divorcing you. And he eventually he called me. He went, hey, where are you? And I go, oh, I just came home. And then he came back and he goes, man, my boyfriend is so unserious.
True.
Something like that.
This
Anyway,
is,
it was annoying. Mike's been on his
I've been pretending she's
goofy
invisible.
horse shit all day. Yeah.
This is how the Regz refer to as a chick bit. Or like Dan Soder would reference a bit he does with his girl, and Lewis was like, "Don't talk about your chick bits."
It's a funny way to put it.
Podcast.
Anyway, we can get into some shows now if you want.
Sure. Speaking of the Regz, first up, they had on the Regz this week. Lewis and Dan gave Robert Kelly
full name,
an emotional intervention.
Uh-huh.
In the sense that it was like an intervention for emotions, but it was also emotional.
Was it?
Where Robert Kelly was talking about how he used to have a relationship with his father.
Mm-hmm.
To his mother's chagrin.
Yeah, like she didn't like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And eventually his dad remarried and they lost touch. And he was talking about how he wants to reconnect before he dies, but he doesn't like
before the dad dies. To clarify, Bobby's not dying, as far as we know.
As far as we know,
right?
But he didn't want to be the one to reach out because he feels weird about reaching out of the blue. And Lewis and Dan were telling them that if he doesn't, he's going to regret it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I should have called him.
Sure.
I should have been like, yo, what the fuck's up? Because I had that relationship with him. And I never did. I never called him again.
You never spoke to him again. You need to literally finish this podcast and call your dad.
Well, I'll tell you
He's going to die in a few years, Bobby, and you're going to regret that.
And he kept coming up with reasons why. And Lewis was like, well, look, yeah, he's supposed to. But like in these kind of situations, sometimes you just have to be the bigger man.
Yeah.
He's like, when it's like, not even that it's life or death, because it's not like he's unhealthy. But like in like a situation like this, it's just more important to make it happen rather than how it happens.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like there's nothing bad that can happen.
That's what they said. And
if he reaches out and it goes, even if it goes poorly, like it's not going to make things worse than they already are.
He was saying the opposite, where he was like, I mean, I will say, this is not what he said, but I will say, this is an unrelated thought, an observation, just adding on to what you said, is that that's not necessarily true with some toxic family members. Not his case, but there are situations where you open up a can of worms if you try to recontact.
I agree. But this is someone that he has like no contact with. If it's someone that you have like,
right, that's almost to my point of what I'm saying. It's like it's not that you're not opening a can of worms. I'm agreeing with you.
Right, completely. Yeah, I feel like he can't make it worse.
Yeah, and it's they were talking about that he wants him to introduce him to his grandson.
Yeah,
and so Bobby was saying basically he was like, I remember when I first moved to New York to be a comic that my dad gave me like $1,000, and that like got me through the first couple of months.
Yeah.
Of like my career, and he was like, I really feel like I owe him for that.
Sure.
He was like, but also my dad has been like, I've called him before, and he's been like, what do you want? Like, what, you just want money or something like that?
Right. I feel like
so he's like, so I don't know, like, how to, he's like, so I don't know how to approach in a way that it's not like I need something from him.
Bobby, I feel like, is very successful. He could be like, he could very easily be like, no, I'm doing really well, actually. I don't need your money.
But I think it's similar to the Big J thing of like, but almost in reverse, where it's like, all right, I'm going to do nothing. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it all at once. And,
I get why you wouldn't want to, but I also agree with Lewis and Dan of like, I think he would regret not if his dad dies, but I don't think he would regret doing it and trying, even if it ends not how he wanted it to,
Right. My point is, like, you're gonna feel worse if he does die and you don't do anything than how you feel right now.
I agree completely.
A
rare serious moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was in a way that was like good podcasting.
Yeah.
Where it was like because look, there's a difference between like talking about like comedy clubs and like boring industry talk, and an actual like emotional conversation,
totally,
about family members that like people can relate to.
That teaches you about the host that you enjoy.
But even in the sense of like, I'm sure there's plenty of fans who have been in a similar situation to this and can probably relate to both sides.
Yeah, your lip is bleeding. Or you have something red on it.
It was a crushed red pepper.
Hilarious. It looked like blood from here.
But yeah, I think this is like it's different than just like, you know, inside baseball. This is actual like, you know, it's an insightful conversation.
I stand by what I said. If you like these people, you want to hear them talk about themselves, in my experience.
Not to dead name, but it's similar to one of my maybe my favorite episode of the Lev First show ever, where it was just Lev and Che on Thanksgiving.
I loved that one.
Yeah.
I kind of wished at the time that he would do more one-on-one episodes. I remember that.
That might have been like that. That was a similar one where I'm like, I don't even care if there's not a lot of jokes in this one. This is just a good conversation.
Yeah, I remember thinking that as well.
So Joe List was, on the other hand, was like, who fucking cares? Like, why do you care? He was like, why do you care so much?
Who care? Bobby
Dan,
or the other two?
Dan and Lewis. He's like, why are you so invested in making sure he does this? And they were like, Joe, like, our parents are like, we wish that we had been better to our parents.
Yeah.
We wish we could have, like, your parents are still alive.
Right.
Completely. Where Lewis was talking about how, like, it's in his book that, like, the last time he spoke to his mom, he cursed her out.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I don't want you to have to actually feel the same feelings that I had about that, Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a hard thing to get over.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was.
I like it. I like a serious Regz once in a while.
Is there any black sheep or anything in your family that you don't speak to?
No, but there's definitely several people that have died in the past couple years that I wish I could have picked the brains of more.
Sure.
Like, I learned so much about my aunt, AJ and Bella's mom, who died in 2020. I want to say 3 or early 24. She, like, multiple people that I've like learned so much about them at their wake, you know?
Yes.
Where she was like the first girl on their local baseball team. Like, that's cool as fuck. I wish I had a chance to like ask her about that when she was alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like, I said this on Far Carnival recently that my great aunt died more recently. And my dad started reading her favorite book since she died. And he goes, I wish I read it when she was alive so I could ask her what the fuck she saw in it. Stuff like that.
Sorry,
but
Dom.
not necessarily any black sheep. Like people that are alive that I don't talk to, you know?
Yeah, I feel that way about my great-grandmother. I wish I had talked to her more.
Yeah.
About life in the 30s.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So that was all on that, but it was a funny episode. It's not like it wasn't funny.
Of course.
They were talking. I don't remember how it got brought up, but they said the word lion's share. And they were like, how is that not the name of every company of Lewis's? Lion's share. They were like, yeah, I'm now working with Terms and Conditions, Inc.
Yeah. It's good. Damn.
Loan Shark International.
Yeah. Private equity LLC.
Well, private equity isn't like scammy.
You said terms and conditions.
Yeah, but they mean like fine print.
Oh. Got it.
Do you want to talk about skanks next?
Sure.
Or do you want to talk about the snow?
We can talk about the snow because we touched on the snow, and this will be more brief. On Fart Carnival, they were talking before the snowstorm. They were predicting the snowstorm.
Sure.
Because Cannon had to go to a show in
Baltimore.
I think Saturday night. and was like, I guess now I have to drive home immediately afterward. I hope I can do it.
Was it at Magoobies or was it?
No, I would have remembered that name.
Was it Harrington's Club?
What?
Fifth Company Brewing?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. He said, I'm sure he said, but I don't remember. I don't think it was. I would remember.
I was gonna say if it was Fifth Company, I would have been like, just ask Harrington for. I'm sure he has an extra seat.
Oh, like he was going to that show and then coming home? No, he definitely would have done that if that was the thing. No, he just wanted to be home before the weekend.
Right.
That being said, they talk about some fun snow adventures from being a child. I feel like you would have plenty of these. Of like when it was really hot. Because I lived on the top of a really steep hill, and my neighbors who grew up there, who were like older, would talk about how the street like would just not get snowed and people would ski down the hill.
Ooh.
I never did that.
Yeah,
but
speaking of my great grandmother, she lived on a very steep hill, and that was always fun.
Yeah.
I would like drive over to her house just to sled because it was so steep, and people also from all over would come to that hill just to sled on it.
I can find when at the beginning of the episode I was talking about how sorry, I'm finding a picture of my dog. My dog died in 2022, I think. And I have a picture of him like going to pee in the snow where he like lifts his leg and his leg is like hardly out of the snow.
Oh.
Like that's how deep it is. I'm
Damn.
gonna find that.
Poor dog.
He was fine. He is a jackass. He can deal with it. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if I got a picture of Bentley. You can keep going though if you have any childhood snow memories.
Did you well
I didn't save the peeing picture but you can kind of tell like that's the stairs and it's like piled over the stairs behind him. Do you see where the step is and how the snow is like piled over it?
Yeah.
This was in 2021 was the last time the snow was this deep.
Yeah, but even so, this might be deeper.
Yeah.
I remember my parents to this day, my whole family to this day still brings up how I broke one of the family sleds because I was jumping with it.
Too ambitious, yeah.
No, you ever jump with it?
Over a hill?
The dishes. You can jump with the dishes.
You can jump it on its own? I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
I think it was either that or I had built a ramp and then
right.
Whatever it was, I had caught air and broke it because I was fucking around.
And they still mention it
all the time.
That's great. That's classic family shit.
Did you make snowmans?
Definitely. I was always the shoveler. I was the oldest, so it always was like my job to shovel. Although, in the past, like the last whatever, I guess I moved out in 2021. In 2020, if it snowed, we should have made my brother shovel. Because my brother helped us move. He's strong.
I was going to say, if he can help move, I feel like he'd be good at shoveling, and there's definitely an end task.
Yeah, he would like that, I think. But I don't know. Maybe I did have him help me, like, shovel the cars out or whatever. But I feel like I always enjoyed a snow day as a kid where I got some exercise during the day, and then it felt more satisfying to be, like, curled up with a hot cocoa in the afternoon if I had like helped during like done some physical labor during the day.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, I just recently on the show talked about the tunnels.
The tunnels, yeah. We don't have to talk about the tunnels.
But did you ever ride a bike in the snow?
No, never.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't understand how.
That's the type of shit they were talking about on Fart Carnival.
I don't get how you do it.
Yeah,
I almost killed myself one time being like, I wonder what would happen.
Yeah. I liked the part that Cannon was talking about in the episode where he, as a kid, was like learning to do some sort of flip into the snow. And he was like, I think on a skateboard, where he was like doing the trick and the snow would catch him. So then he got really good at it over the winter. And then he was like, this will translate into summer, and he just like it did not translate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The last one is snow football, the best game ever. If you have siblings,
Uh-huh.
I know you never played with your brother, but snow football with siblings is the best because you can cream them and no one gets hurt.
No one gets injured, yeah.
Because you're wearing, not only do you have the snow as padding, but you're wearing very padded jackets and pants.
Yeah.
So you can absolutely deck your
Yeah.
siblings and no one cries.
Yeah.
So snow football was always my favorite because you could play all contact.
Yeah,
no
full
holding
violence.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was the best. Snow football was the best.
Yeah.
That's all I had on
Yeah,
snow.
that's all I had on that too. Oh, the name of the episode is called Brendan's Law because Brendan's Law says that you can't have two best things.
There's also kind of nothing better, and this might be a product.
There can't be two nothing better.
Well, it's the same thing.
Brendan's
but at
Law
different points.
says.
Brendan's Law
Brendan's
says you have
Law.
to introduce yourself to all your neighbors.
Sagalow's Law says you can't have two best things.
If you have one, if you had to make a Mike's Law, what would it be?
Mike's Law would be, well, what would yours be?
I didn't have one. That's why I said, should I not bring this up on the show? And you go, well, I'm starting a pilot that's based around this, so I should have something.
My law.
I'll try to think of one while you come up with one.
You should get,
Oh, Natalie's Law, never pay for napkins.
there you go.
That's mine. Never buy napkins when they're free everywhere. That's my law.
Yeah, mine was gonna be, everyone should get to be able to, like, steal, like, up to a certain dollar amount every year.
Okay. I like that.
Like, maybe, like, okay, you get to steal, like, $500 worth of stuff.
It's
per year.
funny because they touch on laws as being like Murphy's Law, but they also talk about laws as being like Megan's Law. So this can
Oh.
be whatever you want it to be, I guess. Dom, if you come up with a law, you should tell it, but no pressure. Mine is never pay for napkins when you can get them for free.
One of my laws, and this is more of a pet peeve, is people have started saying the phrase, whatever it is. You should have to explain what it is. You can't just say whatever it is and that's just a blanket for everything. You know what it is. Say whatever the whatever is.
Mine is similar, I think, or maybe I'm misunderstanding yours, but like if you bring up a subject, if you bring something up with no like you can't bring something up with no intention of getting into it. Being like, oh my God, I heard this crazy news. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Like that's against the law.
That's Jorge's law.
That's Jorge's law, and I'm banning it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I had for that.
Well, no, I meant in the sense that I think Megan was the name of the guy.
Huh?
I think Megan's Law was a law against Megan, if I'm not. Like, so.
The point being that it is a real law.
But I'm
in
saying
the
Jorge's law
government.
could be because Jorge caused us have to make this law.
Oh, interesting. I'm looking that up. I don't think it is. I think Megan was a girl that was killed or damaged in some way. She was wronged. I'm looking that up. You can move on to your next one if you have it.
My other law is that advertising should be accurate.
Megan's Law requires law enforcement to make information about registered sex offenders available. The girl who was a victim was Megan.
Oh, okay.
So, but I still think it should be Jorge's Law that if you bring up some juicy gossip, you can't then say, never mind, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It's
Because
still Jorge's
he
Law.
did that recently about... And then
You should at least say actual word. You should at least move your mouth in the shape of actual words if you're gonna do that.
Luis J. Gomez.
He's literally just going blah 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 blah. Let's move on before this gets out of hand.
Legion of Skanks.
Yes.
The
Snow episode.
Cabin Fever.
Snow
episode.
Bunny episode.
I like. Actually,
Cabin Fever is better, but I like Snow Bunny episode.
No, actually, honestly, it is kind of Snow Bunny episode because of the what we're about to bring up. So,
sure. Mike said he wanted my opinion on this, but we did not discuss it off air. I have not seen the episode.
So you are familiar with our friend of the show, Zhao Ying Summers?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I saw a clip about this. I also follow her.
She runs an open mic in LA.
Right.
And there's these like influencer sisters.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you would know them just 'cause
I
you're
didn't. I know them now because I follow Zhao Ying on Instagram.
Yeah, I call them
These bitches look the same. They look like
the Sabrina Piper sisters.
No, they look black or something. They look like they have something
They're
non-white
Greek.
going on. Oh, that makes sense. They look like Rachel Dolezal. They look like white people who are pretending to not be white.
True. But
Yeah.
they have the same hair as Sabrina. You can't deny that.
Just because it's curly doesn't mean theirs is like light brown. That's the distinct difference to me. Hers is darker.
Theirs is red.
Literally red? I don't
so.
think it is. I don't think it is. Anyway,
whatever.
let's move on.
So they were doing like similar to like you know, like the old fantasy football punishment. You have to do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
Where they were just like, we're doing this as like a dare stunt thing. We have to like
Right.
go on stage and do stand-up.
Right.
And so there were a bunch of very bitter open micers
Mm-hmm.
who got shitty with them.
Okay.
And after they left, because when they put out the video, all of those girls' fans just like started giving really bad reviews to the venue.
Club. Right.
And so that was the drama. And so Jay, Lewis, and Dave were like, all right, let's watch the video, see what's up. And they started out from be on the defensive on behalf of Zhao Ying, being like,
Right.
you know,
We know her, and this is...
who are these bitches?
Yeah.
And then they watch the video and they're like, these open micers, as much as we used to be these purist
Right.
people about like the craft
Yeah.
or whatever, they're like, this sucks. And these are just like a bunch of random girls who are just thought they were literally just thought they were having fun, and everyone was in on the fun with them. And that like, oh my God, aren't we like bringing like a fun
Right.
giggly atmosphere to this, and didn't like pick up on the fact that
everyone hated it.
hated that they were doing this until
Right.
like right before they left.
Right.
And they, at the end of it, Jay, Dave, and Lewis were like, we love these girls.
Even
They were
after they
dressing
told
up-
Zhao Ying to kill herself?
Did they?
Yeah, she posted lots of messages that they sent her being like, kill yourself, chink, and stuff like that.
I think those were her fans sending those messages.
Oh,
it wasn't the girls
oh.
themselves.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. But still, like, they have, from what I've
Bleep
seen...
all that.
From what I've seen, she and the club have reached out to them being like, please tell your fans to stop doing this, and they've like not been responsive to it.
They just meant not in a way, they meant this in a way of like not defending the open micers' actions.
Oh,
not
sure,
Zhao
sure.
Ying, where they
Got
were
it.
like, these comedians
The
are
other
being
comics there are being cunty
they
about it.
created the problem in
Right.
the first place.
Got it.
These
They
girls
should've-
didn't create the problem.
Right.
It was the open micers being like, oh, you guys thought you were being funny up there. It wasn't actually that funny.
Oh yeah, that's cunty. I hate that. I don't like that. I agree. They should have gone and not said that. They should have just been like, hey, we're here for this open mic. I feel like that would have made things less weird.
They did. They even complimented the guy's set.
Really? Damn.
They were like, we liked your set. And he was like, yeah, well, yours stunk or something like that.
Damn.
I skimmed through the video a little bit when I saw Zhao Ying's Instagram post.
Yeah.
They came late, I think, to the open mic and then just sat down and were like, we're going to perform.
Oh, okay.
And then
Interesting.
they were recording some of the other people's sets.
Okay.
And they were like talking over the sets for their little video.
All right,
then-
I can see being annoyed by that if you're a comic.
Yeah,
even
I
if you're
could
just
see
an
like
open
I see
micer.
like both sides.
Yeah.
I'm just presenting it the
way
end
that it was on.
the end reaction on Skanks.
Right. Okay.
Was
Thank you for
we
that.
are going to dress up as these women for Halloween.
We could be we could be these girls for Halloween next year.
Dude, we're 100% being the Caligari sisters for Halloween. What if they steal our 3 for Life thing?
Yeah.
I think everyone should, because they all look the same. That would be the 3 of them dressed looking exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
There's a moment where they were deciding which one of them was who. And
It's
that's what I was,
such a bummer that they're going to forget about this when Halloween rolls around, because I would love that.
I know. That's where I was laughing this morning when I was watching the episode where Jay was like, and I'm this pizzazz on the left, just being over smiley. Hey, does everyone like me? Just the word pizzazz.
Yeah.
This pizzazz in the corner, trying too hard.
I'm not crossing my arms because I'm grumpy. It's just so cold in here.
And Apple was also in that episode.
I saw from the clip. I was like, I know that dog. That dog is nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
us
hoping
about
that I've talked about it on the show before. Dom can vouch for me. That dog is wacky. She's just really little, and she'll outgrow this insanity in like a few months. But
for the time being,
for
she
the time
loves
being,
trying to
she
chew mic
loves
cords.
eating stuff. Yeah. Oh,
Everything.
Everything. It's crazy that they like had her in the room while they were recording. That seems nuts.
Yeah. So what is your final decision
On these women?
Yeah.
If they really were showed up late and were talking over people, that's annoying.
Yeah, and then I think they left early. They didn't stay for the whole show.
Well, okay.
That I kind of am not mad at the part.
Well, the guy on stage made comments, and they're like, "Oh, you're leaving already?" And then they were like, "Yeah, like your set earlier was amazing. Like it was great." They complimented the guy, and then the guy
was like, "You guys stink."
Yeah, he was just being really rude.
Damn, I'm a little on their side. Same as you, which is like I'm against the open micers, but I'm also pro Zhao Ying. If she like wasn't, if there's no proof that she was any sort of way to these girls, which I feel like it would have come out.
Their other argument was like, well, we brought all this like attention to your like open mic. Like that they were their intention.
The intention was good, but it ended up poorly because they brought a bunch of bad reviews. Like,
but they were saying,
bombs.
well, no, but their argument was even if we are being loud and like talking toward it, like we're making a video,
right,
with your club in it, so.
Yeah, but they posted it, and now all their fans.
No,
have,
I'm
like,
just saying what their argument would be for why they can be loud.
I
Why
guess,
they
but
would
like read the
assume-
room. Like there's a time and place. Like you don't talk over people's shit. That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
There's kind of no excuse for that. Do the video outside. Start the video outside, you know? Or sit in the back.
Damn, take that iShow speed.
I don't know.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I didn't know who that guy was until after that.
He's the
And now I see him everywhere.
The iShow Speed thing at the stand was all like planned and organized.
Yeah, that was
you know?
right.
It was like more of a collaboration with the stand than just showing up.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a way to approach it. If they had contacted the club before, I'm sure
Right.
it would have worked.
I think they should have just played it straight and been like, "Hey, we're here to do this open mic."
Yeah, but they're 18-year-old girls.
Yeah, well,
They
I
don't
mean,
know what comedy is.
were any of them funny? Is there any proof that they didn't totally bomb?
No, they bombed, but they were like giggling to each other's jokes. They weren't even playing to the crowd. They were just giggling at each other.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I
That's all.
intend to forget that they exist after this.
3 months from now, they're going to be Kurt Metzger's interns.
Hilarious.
All right. What else do we have on the docket?
The rest is Tru Dat.
Let's hear
We had
about
a
it.
Tru Dat Durag and Deer Tag crossover.
Hell yeah.
Who, as far as I know, did not submit questions to our Q&A.
Wait, why not?
Oh, I feel like they would have said something.
I contact them. I'm sure Naeem forgot, but Drew might have. They might have both forgot.
That's okay.
But this episode is called Tru Dat, folks.
Drew was the guest. Then they talked about the Zodiac Killer, and they addressed the fact that they
True
hardly talk
Rag
about
Dat.
True Rag Dat is good.
True Rag and the Deer Dat.
Write that down. That's gonna be the title of this one. They address in the show that they hardly that the fans don't like that they hardly talk about the mysteries / killers.
Yeah, me. I'm the fan.
Well, you must have gotten through to them because they start the episode by being like, we go on a lot of tangents and we hardly talk about the mysteries. However, they start right off the bat. This is what struck me, that the Zodiac Killer was a total fucking poser.
He was.
That did it all for attention and not for
yeah.
the love of the game.
Nope.
Had this fantasy built in his head where he was this like famous guy and gave himself the nickname.
That's how I know he was like one of the first serial killers because he got to pick the coolest nickname.
Yeah, yo, that's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But is it kind of gay that he gave himself the nickname?
That is gay.
Oh, he gave himself
He
the
gave
nickname?
himself the nickname.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's a little gay.
Yeah.
In general, is it gay to give yourself a nickname? I think it is.
Yes. Blind Mike speaking.
You didn't give yourself that name. That would be crazy. That would be insane if that's what you decided for yourself to be.
Kinda, sorta.
You were Rufo first.
Yeah.
I'm the only person I know that calls you just Mike.
Did you ever try to give yourself a nickname?
No, I never tried to give myself a nickname. I had plenty of nicknames, as we know. Mike has had me as Disco Dave in his phone, even though we are partners who live together. I'm saved in his phone as my like second grade nickname.
I'm Mike Money Sign.
That's your name, and everyone has an emoji. Not money sign, Mike emoji face with money eyes and tongue sticking out. That's you.
I think more importantly, we need to shift this conversation to why Dom doesn't have a nickname.
Because there's no other Doms. I don't
know,
have.
They call me Dumb Dom on rap all the time.
That's true.
The Dumb Dom cam.
He gets his own cam. That's very cool. No Dom.
Yeah, true. Damn dumb Dom.
Dim
damn dumb dim Dom.
Only Mikes around here get nicknames. Mikes and Dylans. Because those are the only people we need nicknames for. If there's another Natalie, she'll get a nickname. I was Pan Nat, though, for a while. And lesbian Dyke Natalie for a little bit.
Paco got a nickname.
What was that?
Paco.
I assume that he was Paco on Nigahiga.
Oh.
Why does everyone keep saying that? I did not say it the way that is incriminated. That's how he says it.
Yeah.
He was Paco then, I'm pretty sure.
That's correct.
But did he give himself the name?
That's the question, I guess.
Lewis
like is the king of that.
Giving people nicknames?
Giving himself the nickname.
True.
The Rattlesnake, the Howard Stern of MMA radio.
Those are titles.
The Joan Jett.
You're
of
right.
comedy.
Those are titles. No one calls him that to his face. No one calls him that to his face. Oh, I'm also Nattlesnake, but only the fans call me Nattlesnake. No one in real life. Actually,
Natty Ice.
Oh, Natty Ice. You're right. Natty Ice is a real life nickname. Also, Gio sometimes calls me Nattlesnake, or the On the Gate guys call me Nattlesnake sometimes.
True. No, but
is it gay to give yourself a nickname?
Yeah.
100% of the time?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Glad we came to that conclusion.
Good conversation.
The Zodiac Killer just seems extra douchey about it, where he's like, I am the mastermind. You guys wish you were as cool as me. I shot 2 teenagers.
Not only that, in one of the letters to the police, he goes, I wonder who's going to play me in the movie.
Yeah. Oh my God. That one's so cringy. That one's so bad.
Yeah. And then
wait, that reminds me of something I want to talk about later. And he had merch. Tell me about the merch. I didn't get that far.
Just it had like the Zodiac symbols on it or something like
Where
that.
did he sell it?
No, he was just wearing his own t-shirts and stuff.
How do we know that?
That was part of the I don't know, that was part of the story.
Right, but like
on the episode, I don't remember the exact details.
You're right. I should have just watched the whole thing, but it's one of those things where it's like I thought the whole point was that no one ever found him. So how do we know what he was wearing?
I think he like left a hat behind or something.
Oh, got it. He left it on the scene of the crime.
And then Zia Anderson,
One of the hosts, yeah,
from Hawaii,
uh-huh,
knew someone who is potentially been confessed to as the Zodiac Killer. Someone confessed to this guy that she
Zia
knows.
knows, yeah.
But the confession is in question because the guy who confessed also left a note behind that said, "Also, I'm not the Zodiac Killer."
Damn, if only they could just say what they mean.
But he confessed on his deathbed that he was.
Yeah.
So
who's to say? Was it
But interesting that was like a family friend.
Yeah. Was it McAfee or Epstein that was like, if I killed myself? No, I didn't.
That was McAfee.
That's what this reminds me of. Where he's like, if I say that I'm the...
Yeah, but he didn't commit any crimes, really.
I guess.
He wasn't he the one that exposed that it was Windows planting viruses on the computers?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I did a deep dive on that guy.
But
since I was listening to stuff they don't want you to know.
Anyway, yeah, crazy story. I didn't know anything about
the fact that
and then they teased that they were gonna do an episode that KP Burke did recently, which is the Black Dahlia.
Ooh, very cool. Yes, that actually makes a lot of sense for Tru Dat.
But like, yeah, I didn't know that the Zodiac Killer was never found. But I think it's funny that they call him Ted Cruz.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like the reason that everyone can say it's Ted Cruz is because we never, like, if we knew who it was, you couldn't. It wouldn't be funny to say actually it's Ted Cruz.
Well, have you ever heard? I mean, there's the theory like it's similar. There might have been a couple of Zodiac Killers, similar to how they say the Smiley Face murders were a group of people.
I did not know that.
Yeah. There might have been a couple of them.
It's like James Bond. They just take on the name when they do the job.
Yeah, well, the Smiley Face one is crazy.
Yeah.
There are people who say the Smiley Face Killers was like actually like secret government assassins who are killing political enemies.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean that's a conspiracy. It's never
confirmed. Speaking of, I wasn't going to touch on this, but on part of the problem yesterday, Dave has been getting a lot of flack for being against the violent murders that ICE is committing right now. Like, all his people are like, I thought you were...
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I thought you were against illegal immigration. And he's like, I am, but I also think that this is excessive use of force. And... he said a bunch of stuff that a lot of people really didn't like. Anyway, he was watching a video of Tim Pool being like, everyone's calling me a bootlicker, but it doesn't count because I'm wearing the boot. And I, in real life, was like, what do you mean? Are you a cop? No. And Dave was like, bruh. He was like, bro, take this down. He was like, dude, he literally goes, this is the cringiest shit ever. Stop saying that.
Yeah.
And I really thought that was funny. So everyone go watch the episode where I think it was called Responding to Critics.
He should be called a hair licker because that's where he wears the hat.
Damn.
Have you seen that guy's fucking hairline?
Someone in the chat goes, Robbie Bernstein is a better man than Tim Pool because at least he's honest about his balding. And I almost sent it today. Today we did a members only episode, so I almost sent that to them in the chat, but I opted not to.
Yeah, just get the hair tits.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I wasn't planning to talk about that today, but it really made me laugh where he was like, bro, you're doing a fetish role play right now. I'm wearing the boot and I'm stepping on everybody. It was so funny. I really liked it a lot. Dave is very funny, but part of the problem is rarely a laugh out loud show, and it really made me laugh. So go check it out.
Well, unless you mean that the people in charge are a bunch of jokesters.
Yeah, they're a bunch of clowns.
A cartoon of errors.
True. There was no rap today because the rap this week because of the snow. Oh, TTI. You wanted to talk about John Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt.
He reminds me of my friend Matt.
That means nothing to anybody watching. Mike.
I know, but do you see it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, he talked about
He was on the reality show. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, he told some stuff interesting behind the scenes of the reality show that he was like the crazy one, and that's why they liked it. But then they had to be like, "Yo, chill a little bit."
Dom, what was your favorite part, if you remember anything?
He told some stories of him breaking stuff. He would just get drinks and get really drunk all day.
Damn.
And just be like a problem in this house.
Damn.
He also said he had for his scary things story was that he took a picture in a cemetery of an orb. And his argument for why it was real was the orb had a shadow. And I'm like, that means it's not real then.
And there was like a floating orb, like a ball or whatever. And I saw it, and it's like it noticed me seeing it, and it kind of zipped and disappeared. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then so we're walking through like a cemetery, just taking random flash photography, whatever. And in one of the pictures that printed out, there's a floating orb in it, and the floating orb has a shadow from the flash.
Because an orb is
light.
It's a self-emitting light.
Yeah.
So that means
more likely that it was like a bird or something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
By definition, that means it's not an orb if it has a shadow.
To throw back to them talking about the girl with the orb on HSR. I really liked that. We didn't talk about it when...
Oh, well, they talked about it this week,
Did
actually. Because now there's an orb...
I really like them talking about the orb.
In San Francisco at a Gap, they're going to be putting in an orb that will track your eye movements.
Was it a
stuff.
Gap?
Yeah.
I think I did hear about that.
Yeah, we were sitting in the studio together while they were recording.
It wasn't a Gap. It was like some sort of futuristic
They were
store.
saying it was a Gap. I remember them talking about it, but then they played the video and I was confused. On what
the
this place
video
was.
looked like an Apple store from 2065. Like the store looked like it only exists to collect people's retinas.
True.
So I don't know what it was. I don't think it was a Gap. I think it was some sort of project. How long we been going? The timer's not on.
51 minutes.
Okay, cool. We'll wrap shortly, I guess.
I mean,
but anyway, I like the video of the girl with the orb on HSR. She reminded me of the video of her being like orb, like there are weird little jump cuts. Reminded me of Emily from College Humor.
Sure. What did we learn today, Nat? If we had to sum this,
oh my god,
sum up Gas Digital in a nice sweet bow.
Stay warm.
True. I learned from
Be nice.
I learned from Story Wars that women can't finish.
I saw that clip. What's funny is, if we can touch on this briefly, the story was like, I fell asleep jerking off and my roommate came in with a date and I had my pants around my ankles. I did not see the episode, so no spoilers here. I agree with a woman falling asleep jerking off, but not having her pants around her ankles. Why would you push them down that far?
Whoa.
That's why I didn't think it was
Micah's
story.
Whoa.
I feel like only a dude would need to have that much mobility that he would need to de-pants.
True. I mean, let's all picture it for a second. Nat jerking off with her pants off.
Mike lives with me. We share a bed. This isn't funny when you do it.
Who is that?
This has been Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital wrap-up show.
Is that an orb?
If you like, I don't think orbs speak. If you liked it and you think we got, stop moving. If you liked it and you think we got there, you should subscribe at Gas Digital Now on YouTube. We're almost at 1,100 now, so thank you all for that.
Remember, next goal, lie detector.
3,000, yes.
At 3,000, and maybe at 2,000, we'll get an exclusive interview with Bronx Johnny.
Yeah, that would be fun. No promises, but Bronx Johnny is very active on Facebook. So we could probably get him.
We'll read his Facebook post back to him. We're gonna that is from HSR.
Yeah.
Feeding. They're gonna make an HSR LLM.
What is that?
So Chris Stanley talked about how someone made like an LLM is like a chat GPT.
Okay.
It's just like an AI chatbot. But they someone made one that was only with knowledge fed to it from like from periodicals from the 1800s, or only media.
Oh, I like it.
From the 1800s. So that was its only reference point, was things from 1800 to 1899.
Right. I love that.
And they want to do that with episodes of this show. And then Jorge suggested
this show?
HSR from High Society Radio.
Right. Okay.
And then Jorge suggested that on top of that, they'll also feed it Bronx Johnny's Facebook posts.
That's good. Yeah, I see Bronx Johnny likes anything I post on Facebook. He'll
And
always
wishes
like or
everyone
comment.
happy birthday.
And he wishes everyone a happy birthday. That's true. For real, though, this has been Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital wrap-up show.
Subscribe to GaSDigital.com to watch all the shows we mentioned today, ad-free and uncensored.
Use code NOW for a slight discount and so that we get a kickback, please.
And follow the Gas Digital accounts at Gas Digital on Instagram and Twitter. Let's juice those numbers a bit for us. And at Gas Digital Network on YouTube to watch some old clips and maybe potentially some behind-the-scenes stuff coming soon. And also follow Natalie.
Natalie DeChico Edits on Instagram. That Blind Mike on Instagram. Natalie-DeChico on Venmo. I'm feeling generous.
Feeling frisky.
Yes. Dom, you want to plug anything? Nothing? All right. Everyone, stay warm. And if you're somewhere warm, fuck you.
Stay warmer.
Stay cool.
Oh.
Hags, stay cool.
Hags.
Bye.
Stay cool.